Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon in the Waters. I'm really happy you stopped by. We are going to talk today about what's going on for you in the month of December. And the month of December is kind of a big deal for you. You are wrapping up. You are wrapping up that North Node in your sign. It moves into Taurus officially, I think, like the 19th of January. So, on the 4th, there is a new moon eclipse that is happening in your 7th house of partnership. If you're a Gemini rising, it is in Sagittarius. That is the South Node, and so it is wrapping it up. It's like at 1 degree or something like that. So we are definitely going to be getting that. Getting that done. And completing that. So as I was asking what the messages were for you, the new moon, I'm sorry, the full moon that's happening in your sign is on the 18th or the 19th, depending on where you are. I think it's on the 18th though, of December. So right at the end, at those last degrees there. So you are wrapping up the cycle, you're getting this done. And you are graduating. You are graduating. So when I asked for the messages, what they showed me were a bunch of frogs on lily pads jumping into the water. And to me, that is completing a major cycle and cleansing. It is a major cleansing. And so I think that last full moon that happens for you guys is like the final releasing, the letting go of whatever residual, stuck, stagnant energy that you have been carrying with you as we step into this really new energy. So that full moon will be happening just about at the same time the sun is crossing the galactic center. And so this is an opportunity to release your hopes and your dreams in a way that allow them to manifest, and without boundaries or limits, they're saying. They'll just really expand it out. It is the final letting go of the old energy as more waves of that Aquarian energy comes in. And so what have you learned? What have you learned over the last 18 months or so? What have you learned that you're super curious about? Like, what do you want to know more about? What got you really excited and piqued your interest? And so that's kind of what you're looking at here. Okay, you guys get a couple of extra bonus cards. So the big release, the big letting go is the overall energy, because you have the Devil card that showed up. And the Devil card says, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, and getting caught up in fear and anxiety. It is the big final release. It is the big deep cleanse. Let me see if I tilted this down just a little more. There we go. We can get everybody in. All right. So, Dad's pretty interesting. Oh, look at you sitting here. We walk into this month and we find you sitting pretty nice here. We have the King of Pentacles. It's called the King of Autumn in this deck. The way they describe it, though, it sounds like a Gemini. It says charismatic. So we have compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you want and what you know is right. Everything is going your way. A good person or company to work for. So you're stepping into this month with some pretty stellar energy going on, and wow. So this Devil card here, it's called Ego in this deck. I'm using Doreen Virtue's Fairy Tale Tarot. Yeah, Fairy Tarot. Fairy Tarot. And this is definitely about you taking flight and yet remaining grounded. And when we have and swimming a little bit in the emotional waters, when we have the frogs jumping into the pond there off the lily pad is very high spiritual energy. And interesting. It's time for you to get going here, I think. Oh, that's so nice. All right, this is not so great. Oh, okay. Wow. All right, I got it. Thanks. Okay, here we go. All right, so what are you focused on? You're focused on getting a little more information. What are you going to do next? As far as you have here, it says do not. It says do more. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeship, excellent craftsmanship, or long-term projects. What you have here is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is what's on your mind. So the Eight of Pentacles is about self-mastery. It's about really working hard and getting into something that's really super important to you and putting in the time and the effort. It's in the area of thoughts. And so having this particular Eight of Pentacles with what it says on it in the area of thoughts is excellent. This is such a Gemini thing. So this is about needing to dive a little deeper. Ooh, they're saying dive a little deeper into the research. A lot of times I find with Gemini that you guys get a little bit of information about a lot of things. You know a lot of things, but rarely do you dive deep into it. And so the frogs could also be you diving deep into this thing that really piqued your interest. That really you were like, okay, yeah, no, that is interesting to me. I want to know more about it. And I think it feels like a real opportunity here for you. Because you need to do some creative problem solving. So in the area of what do you need to lean into, you have the Five of Spring. And the Five of Spring would be like the Five of Wands. This is opposing goals arising from different opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, and overly ambitious people. So the more information you have, the more you're going to be able to deal with this energy. So whether this is you being overly aggressive or someone else being overly aggressive, there is a need for more information in order to know what steps to take next. Sorry for how dark it is, but literally it's still dark outside. I am trying to get these out to you before the day starts. All right, so overly ambitious people. But these two little fairies, they're playing. So I feel like that around you, there's a little tug of war, a little need for information, a little need to get enough of the pieces together because you have a decision to make. There's definitely a decision-making process happening here. And again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let go of your fears. Don't just let go of your fears and your anxieties. You've been sitting in a holding pattern on something, and I think that the decision-making time is coming this month. Looks like this month. Okay, so here you go. Showing up, we have the Lover's card. Showing up in your subconscious. It says, true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So subconsciously, that cleansing, that jumping into the emotional waters. This is about finding the right balance for you. Like finding what is good and healthy for you. What is it that you can do or create for yourself that is good and healthy? So in the area of the obstacle, we have the Two of Pentacles. So again, it's about bringing things into balance. Excuse me. It says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. This is the challenge. The challenge is getting everything in balance, putting all of the little pieces together so that they're flowing in a way that really makes sense to you. That actually moves you in the direction that you want to go. The opportunity you have here is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is an air card, right? And you're an air sign. So, they call it Seven of Winter here. A lot of times when you get the seven, people are like, liar, cheater, thief. I find that when it shows up in most cases, that's not what it means. And this is one of those most cases because it's in the area of opportunity. So you have the opportunity to creatively problem solve using your superpower of using your brain, of doing the research, of creatively figuring out what is the best way to move things forward to create the balance that you are seeking. It says there is a better choice. You're not seeing everything clearly and you're running away from the truth. So you're being asked to not run away from the truth. And I think you are hiding out from the truth, maybe not running away, because we find you in the Four of Winter. This is where you are sitting right now. And it does say set aside your concerns for now, and you can make a decision later, solutions that come from meditation and the need for more sleep or a vacation. So I think you've been taking a break. I think it's important, but I think you need to do a little more of a deep dive and do some more research. So I think not making the decision has been working so far because you needed more information, but I think that you're running out of time. I think that it's creating some anxiety for you, not knowing what to do next. And so it's time, I think, to wake up and make some decisions with that full moon that happens in your sign. I feel like that's the wake up. That's like the alarm going off. Like, okay, all right. I think you plant this. I think the seeds that you plant of intention with the new moon in your house of partnership are about what is it that you're looking for in a partnership. Not necessarily the one you're currently in, could be. But how do you get what you want in life that makes you feel safe and secure and balanced? So that new moon that's happening, it's an eclipse, which makes it have a lot of energy and a lot of strength on December 4th. A lot of energy and a lot of strength. And it is happening right around, I think, 12 degrees. I think it's around 12 degrees. So it's like right in the middle of the sign. And this is energy that is saying, I don't think this becomes a full moon I think it's 18 months. It might be longer than that. It might be a year, 2 years, 2.5 years. I haven't looked it up. I really should have done that. I'm sorry. But this is like a long range plan of what you're looking for in a partnership and how you get there and how you don't settle for less for yourself. How we don't settle. How we know ourselves well enough and what it is that we need. When we understand what's really important to us and what we want to manifest and we focus on it, we can create that. But the ice is like, it's cloudy, right? You can't see through the ice. And so I think that you need to have a little more clarity. And I think getting off the lily pad, which would be resting, and into the waters and swimming and taking the action is going to be something that you're going to find yourself doing. Because the advice here is the 5 of autumn and the 9 of winter. So when the advice comes up as the 5 of pentacles and the 9 of swords, and the overall energy here is the devil, I think it's time to release and let go of these fears of not being enough, of not having enough. I think it's keeping you up. Maybe one of the reasons you're so tired and needing to rest is because the ideas are spinning around in your mind and there's a need. You know, when Spirit picks the deck, I'm always like, that's interesting. And I remember when they picked the fairy tarot for you, I said, that's such grounded energy for an air sign. And to have up here this very grounded 8 of Pentacles, it is definitely about you doing the hard legwork. In order to manifest something, you have to take it out of your mind and you have to bring it down into reality by taking action steps forward. First thing you need to do is understand that you're worthy. It says reach out to others for assistance. Feeling challenged by money issues, it's poor timing for a career change. So that's probably not the thing to do, but how can you work within this? And this 9 of Swords, this is definitely the need to let go of your anxieties, to stop focusing on the worst case scenario and instead look for the opportunities. Because here in your environment, you've got the sun. In your environment, there's a really great solution. In your environment, there is an opportunity. Look at all those. When I see all of those sunflowers have so many seeds. And the birds, they eat the seeds. The This sounds gross. And they don't necessarily process all of them, right? And so then as they're pooping, as they're flying, they're dropping the seeds and they're fertilized as they're being dropped. Okay, that totally caught my attention. I'm talking about the birds, and I was thinking of crows, and this huge crow just flew by my window, swirled around. Oh, there's another one. And they're landing right outside my window. That's synchronicity. That's magic. And where these fertilized seeds get planted, they sprout and they grow and they provide more opportunity and more growth. They keep flying by my window. That's crazy. They never do that. So, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards, commendations and gratitudes for the blessing in life. This is in your environment. So, who do you need to talk to get that? Who can help you along the way? That is the creative problem solving. So this is a month where I feel like it's time to kind of shake yourself up out of the slumber, the rest. Scorpio season was difficult for a lot of people. It usually is. It really makes us go deep. It really makes us unearth some things. For you, though, if you're a Gemini rising, it was in your 6th house. That's how do you find balance in your life? Where's the health matters? So some of you may have been, you're recovering maybe from something, and that could be why you've been resting, and you're worried about finances, and that is totally understandable. But there is an opportunity in your environment. The sun, there's not a better card. There is an opportunity in your environment to resolve and solve the problems. Help is right here. It's right here. And he is blowing his trumpet, riding a unicorn, and coming on in. All the help you need is right there. There's just a need to do enough research to know who to ask, to know who it is that you need the information from. The outcome cards are really lovely. You have the 7 of Wands. I'm going to start with the most difficult one here, and it's the 7 of Wands. But it's not difficult because it says be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe, and courageously stand up for yourself. It's time to wake up. And look, she's it's like Sagittarius there. She has her bow and arrow, and she's aiming for what she wants. Whether she's defending herself or going for something, it's hard to say. You have here, you showed up. We have the page, it's the Princess of Winter. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Like, be aggressive. Undiplomatic. That's state what it is you're looking for. What are you going for here? Information that can help you. Oh, look at this. You have a snow leopard here too. Snow leopards have been showing up all over the place the last couple of weeks. So snow leopards, look, I didn't even know that was there. That is because they blend in so well. So they're like this hidden strength that you have that's right there in plain sight. This is the well-defended, but they don't see you coming. You have so much courage and strength and ability, and they don't necessarily see it coming. So here's the little page being protected by a very powerful energy. So you are very protected through this situation. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. So it's time to speak up. You're being protected. This, look, it's like a guard dog. It's walking ahead of the princess. It's paying attention. It's looking for the dangers. It's okay to speak your truth. And then we have here the Prince of Summer, which is the Knight of Cups. And remember, the root here we have the Lovers. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, and the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. For some of you, yes, love out of the blue, it is your 7th house of partnership. But it comes with this 9 of Autumn, which is about being independent and single. Codependent. Okay, so the devil cautions you not to end up in a codependent relationship. So yes, fall in love. Yes, get swept up a little, but don't give away your power. Don't be codependent, be interdependent. Two entities that work together and support each other and grow and their own individual selves, that's a great, healthy relationship, right? It is early. I must have had the heat on too much last night. My throat is all dry. All right. Reward yourself for your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, and cherishing your alone time. I think that's a part of the balance. I think it's making time for a partner and making time for yourself. Creating space for a partner, creating space for yourself. Saying what it is that you want and what it is that you need, and not being afraid. Because here's the thing, if when you speak up and you say what it is you want and you need in a relationship, and the other person says, well, that doesn't work for me, that's not the right partner. I mean, the partnership needs to work for both people. And if that's not the right partnership, maybe that is what is out here in the environment, the right partnership. You need to ask for, who do you know in your life? Who do you know in your life that has a really good head on their shoulders, who's very grounded? I think you're looking for a King of Pentacles to talk to. It would be an earth sign, most likely. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, male or female. There's someone you need to talk to who's very grounded, very stable, and who can help you, because it also could be that this is a health concern. As in the area of health, I just pulled the guidance card. It does look like it's lavender. Could be spiritual guidance, connecting in with your guides. But maybe you need to talk to some healthcare officials. You know, if you are so worried about a health situation, doing the research is the only way to alleviate your fears. Getting all the options out there on the table. And it could be that your support system is so a major choice. Lovers are oftentimes a major choice that affects the important people in our lives. So it could be that being aggressive and seeking the information that you need. Who do you need to talk to find out what it is you need to do? What your next steps are, whether it is financial, health related. It feels like you need more help. The Five of Autumn says to go ask for and seek for the help that you need. And the biggest fears come from the unknown. When we don't have enough information, then our mind can go immediately to the worst case scenarios. It says here, unfounded fear focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing the worry to grow out of proportion. So the best way to resolve a situation is to shine some light on it. And the best way to shine light on any situation is to get the information that you need. And this showing up in the health card tells me that some of you are really dealing with some kind of an unexpected health concern. I say that because I swear. Oh, okay. No. I'm dyslexic, and when I was reading the Five of Pentacles, I knew it wasn't right, and so I went back and read it again, but I saw the word cancer. And so now I'm thinking that maybe for some of you, This is something that you're either afraid you have or you do have, and you're trying to figure out what is the best way to manage the situation. So, all right, whatever it is that everybody's afraid of here, we're going to take a moment, and I'm going to clear some of the fear out of your energy field. So just take a moment, take a deep breath in, put both feet on the floor. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and one more. And let's clear some of the fear out of your energy field, whether you're afraid of things that are about finances, health, which could also be tied up with finances, relationship, which could also be tied up with health and finances. Like there is something here that it is in the heart space. It is super tight. When I was doing my pre-meditation, Archangel Metatron always opens up the stellar gateway and he pours down light. And when it came in, it was diamond-y, but it was shot through with all of this green energy and a little bit of yellow. The yellow is the strength and the courage in the solar plexus to really shine, and that you have the sun come up is important. But that green, that is major healing light that was coming in. I knew we had something that needed to be healed. And it feels like, because it's where it's located in my body right now, it feels like it is like that right here is when the fear is so tight that you can't breathe. So I want you to keep breathing through this while we clear this energy. Gemini rules the lungs, so for some of you, it could be something to do with lung issues. Getting a really strong hit on that. Okay, breathe. All right, thank you, angels. Archangel Raphael showed up big time before I started, and he said he was here, and he just now said it again. So make sure that you are calling on your angels, even if you don't know what it is. Now, for some of you, you have financial issues. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of financial issues going on here. And in the area of abundance, we have face your financial fears. But of course, medical issues can cause that too. Whatever it is that you are afraid of. When you are honest with yourself about your fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light and of awareness, and you'll realize, in fact, that you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. The release, the cleansing, the letting go, the frogs into the water. There is a need to release and let go of what is, that never even mentioned financial. So that could really be anything. We do have an employment change here. So I think the advice here where it says not a good time for a career change, perhaps it really is, because they sent you the employment change card. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. So this could be the opportunity that's sitting over here in the environment. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported every step of the way. And I just want you to see that this comes with a horse on it just like that. So I really think that the Five of Pentacles is saying, no, go ahead and make a job change. And if there's a really great opportunity out there. And we have St. Michael showing up here. Look at this. That's beautiful. And St. Michael says your obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift has overcome previous obstacles. Blocks are being lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your project. Stay centered in the gratitude to ensure that the flow of abundance continues. This guidance here, yes, go out and talk to the people you need to talk to, but also don't forget to call on the angels. And if you don't know who you're talking to, that is okay. So you say, angels of financial abundance, help me with this. Angels of medical issues, help me with this. Angels of healing, help me with this. Angels of fear, help me to overcome my fears and my anxieties. You don't need to know who they are by name. There's so many anyway. We only know a very small number of them. We know a few of the names of the archangels. There's probably other archangels we don't even know their names. That's what I think. Because I think they earn their wings. And so, I mean, when was the last time anybody really... So, this is my personal opinion. That's not based on anything other than what I think here. And they're laughing, so that's funny. So either they're laughing at me or they're like, yeah, I can't really tell. Okay, so let's get into the happiness cards and see where you're at. You guys, I just really want to encourage you to, 1, be in prayer with gratitude. 2, be in prayer with ask for guidance. 3, actually seek the information and knowledge that you need. It is time to wake up. It is time to wake up and go for what it is you need. You have 2 mountains that are showing up here in these cards for happiness. Okay? See them? This one says, do you know the real reason the rich keep getting richer? No, besides interest income. No, besides me pulling the strings for them, which is true. Right, the thoughts they think. Thoughts anyone can think that make those other things happen. So, again, focusing on what it is, seeking the information that you need. So these mountain cards say, what if we change the word work to dance with life? And instead of viewing it as an alternative to fishing or a way of paying our dues, we saw it as a chance to meet a parade of new friends, discover our own untested potentials and unpolished gifts, and open avenues of abundance to come pouring into life. Yeah, I bet the lottery sales would plummet. Start the parade, love the universe. And I think this card, I saved this one to last because it's so freaking powerful. If you have Taurus strong in your chart, they also got this card. It says, do you know what is 1,000,000 times better than getting to the top of the mountain? Getting there after having been lost. Love the universe. Go for it. It is a struggle. You are going to have to do the work. You have a clean slate at the end of this month. So focus on what it is that you want. The Capricorn New Moon, which is all about overcoming obstacles, is on January 2nd. So time to wrap some stuff up and get ready for what it is that you're doing next. But you guys have a lot going on here. And so partnership and new opportunities coming. If you are a Gemini rising, that Capricorn would be in your 8th house of transformation. So really big stuff, okay? So wake up, jump off the lily pad, start swimming. You got a lot going on here, all right? You guys take really good care of yourselves. I'm on Facebook at Moonlit Waters. It's a group. You can come in. I do daily readings. And right here, I will post the eclipse for the Taurus. That's actually today as you're viewing this. There is an eclipse today also. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to check that out. You guys take really good care of yourselves. And in 2 weeks, I will take a sneak peek at the year ahead. All right? Talk to you soon.